So the year is 2017. That summer, you, probably a kid, who hasn't lost the love of video games yet, get a message from one of your other friends. They ask you to play this new game, similar to PUBG or the Culling. You've watched some YouTubers play these newfangled games,
What a fucking
battle royales, and you like the excitement of winning the game and being the last man standing. Plus, it was free, so why wouldn't you download it? So you hopped in a party with your friends that same night and played until the sun came up. That kid was me. And that game was Fortnite. Now, why am I talking about this game in 2023? It's been, get this, 6 whole years since that game came out. Surely they couldn't have kept it updated this long, right? Wrong. Fortnite has again and again been declared dead. Then suddenly out of nowhere, it's the game of the week for you and your friends. So just how have they done it? What makes a live service game that has been paused, relaunched, talked about, and most importantly, hated and cherished on all 4 corners of the globe any good? Let's go from the start. No. Not that start. I mean the true start.
Hey, put the camera down, man. It's showtime. All right, clear!
December 8th, 2011. Epic Games dropped a YouTube video titled Fortnite Trailer. This trailer depicts what we all know to be the builder-shooter battle royale we hate and love, except it's nothing like this.
Grab what you can! Hey, we got some good stuff, man. Hurry up and help me with these walls, man.
See, Fortnite was intended to be a base builder. Its initial design was similar to Rust, for example building bases to fend off hostile people or creatures, except this game was entirely co-op. Not a single PvP element was even thought of. This idea that they had for this game was turned into Fortnite Save the World. I'm sure many of you who have played Fortnite know of Save the World. Inside of Fortnite Save the World, you are prompted with missions. In these missions, you have objectives. These objectives you can complete with friends and usually involve some sort of PvE interaction. In Fortnite Save the World, you are on Earth, or at least what we can assume to be something similar to Earth, where the storm is a purple cloud of toxic rain that deals damage to you and also turns NPCs into husk, or just zombies basically. The mist monsters are more so made up of the storm itself. Whatever properties of the storm is clearly a threat to mankind, given that the only survivors are those you save and brought back to the home base. Now, a zombie shooter with base building mechanics and class selectivity is very nice. Now, how in the hell did Epic Games get this?
I guess meat is murder. You're killing me, man.
Okay.
To this.
Bro! Oh my god! No wonder Vietnam sucked!
Well, the simple explanation is that they did not plan for this. Not in the slightest. Fortnite Save the World, the game Epic was making, got an addition, an extra, a side character to the main show. On September 26, 2017, just 3 months after Save the World was released, they showed this. This was crazy. A free game that was backed by a well-kept studio following a trend of the time of live service PvP battle royale shooters. This was super cool, but as time would have it, it would die, no? Otherwise, games like PUBG would have survived. What made Fortnite so special to where it's still going on strong today? Oh, right. You see, In Fortnite, the fort wasn't just a quirk of Save the World. They brought the base building mechanics into the PvP, and it was bad. It was actually kind of terrible, to be honest, in PvP situations. The most you could do was stop bullets for a moment or get to a higher elevation. What most people did was set up camp and wait, building the sick, awesome base that screamed, "Come over here and shoot me," to everyone that saw. So, the base building idea over time in Battle Royale was seen more as an oversight at the time. This was until they started to see some online content creators using these tools. People were double ramping, they were making 1x1s, and of course, you can never forget the classic change that honestly affected Fortnite forever: Turbo Build. Now, you can hold down the button for building rather than just pressing it. This allowed people to build structures in seconds in what took the storm of clicking now only took one. And people loved it. Not to mention the items that were coming out at this time: the hand cannon, the LMG, and of course the awesome battle pass, a seasonal rack of items you progress through by playing the game, unlocking cosmetic rewards and more. But if you wanted the cool ones, you had to fork over $10. Fair enough, the game was free after all. Also, the Save the World fans got tons of things: story updates, more weapons and abilities, characters to play, and of course, nobody can forget the hoverboard. Fortnite was in an amazing place. This was all changed by the now legendary Season 4 release of Battle Royale.
From the darkest depths of deep space, mystery is on a collision course with danger. The world will never be the same.
With this new season came a new battle pass and a story. It was only told weekly by loading screens, but it was honestly charming, and it was the first time a game incorporated lore into its system like this, and we'd see this trend later in many other games. By the end of the season, we got something that would now be known to be as a live event, in-game, hosted across all lobbies of Battle Royale, known as the rocket launch for obvious reasons. The rocket left a big crack in the sky, and the game continued on. It was the biggest hit to the story's lore, period, and honestly, it started it all. Now, I skipped over some important lore details, like who started the rocket and how he got there, but this is not a lore video. Games are played for fun. Or, they're played for competitive prowess. Enter Fortnite. Its building mechanics had a high skill ceiling that many could master, but only few did. Looking back today, most consider this to be Fortnite's peak. This was it. After all of this, it was downhill, and they weren't entirely wrong. After this, the game went into a slightly controversial era of Season 10, or Season X, the game called it. They added these big mechs across the game that were overpowered and gave people who couldn't build way too much of a crutch. And these rift zones where certain things happened at different POIs, like being forced not to build, or being forced to wave tacos around like an idiot. To say it in the slightest, the pros and the sweats were pissed about this change. And because most content creators and streamers were pro Fortnite players now, this was their career. They had to live off of this. It looked like, from an outside perspective, the game was pretty much in a downhill state. And again, that's not entirely wrong. Then the seasonal live event happened. It sent the entire game into this screen for a full 2 days. There was not a way to play it. There was not a way to cheat it. This was it. People assumed Fortnite was dead. Until... Fortnite was relaunched into what they called Chapter 2, where it turned the clock and reset the season counter, now at 1 again. This gave the game a fresh new coat of paint. It removed a whole lot of the annoying issues from the last season, not to mention it was a whole new map. People liked it a whole lot, especially since for years people have been begging for a new map. Then the entire world decided to shut its doors for a bit and limit our contact with one another, and for some strange unknown reasons we all started to wear face masks. I don't know, like what was... Safe to say a lot of people were stuck inside. And to kill time, they did all sorts of things. For the point of this video, many people played Fortnite. And play Fortnite they did, as Fortnite's peak player base was Chapter 2, Season 2, released February 2020. They delayed Chapter 2, Season 1 for so long. It lasted 128 days. Oh my god. This is the longest season to date. And because of the world's issues with COVID and political issues of 2020, Season 2 Chapter 2 was almost as long, standing at 119 days. Keep in mind, a Fortnite season before was almost 2.5 months. These seasons were as long as what 6 to 7 seasons would be. We had an entire chapter's worth of time in just 2 seasons. But to continue, Fortnite was actually in a pretty good state. Everyone was calling it a revival of sorts, bringing back the good times like Season 4 and below. And they were kind of right. The player base stuck with the seasons for a little bit longer, only declining a little as the seasons went along. And as Fortnite had more collaborations, updates, map changes, etc., the most important thing to keep in mind was that now, a lot of this was being kept fresh. New updates, new ideas, and constant gameplay were the motto of Epic now. Also, by now, Fortnite Save the World is pretty much cancelled. No one played it in comparison to Battle Royale's massive player base, so they focused on the developers somewhere else. It makes sense, but for Save the World fans such as myself, I was pretty hurt. As of right now, Fortnite is still in the same place it was since it's been in Chapter 3. It's the game you either love or hate. It's the game you play with friends for 2 weeks, then quit for a while. It's the game you have in the back of your memory and think of sometimes because you loved it when you were younger. That's the magic of games that manage to survive this long. They can be played, as they're updated, over and over, but you can't play the versions of the game you loved all those years ago. So it doesn't feel like the same. It's not because the game was better, or because you lost your skill. It's because you were younger, and many things as a kid, you see a lot with rose-tinted glasses. So, you let go. Keep your Fortnite locker collecting dust until you decide to come back one day, because for however how long Fortnite lasts, there will always be that one day. Either they add a new mode, or a cool item, or a season comes out that you just want to see because they added a new map or an update that you really liked, or even your friends want to play and they invite you on. You will always be back to playing Fortnite. And the day you stop playing, the day you close Fortnite, the day you put down the controller for good and close the game on your computer, then and only then will Fortnite truly die. With that, goodbye and good day. This is Wolfie. Thank you for watching the video to the end. This one took me a little bit longer, and I've been trying to configure a new mic, so yada yada yada. Join the Discord in the description, and like and subscribe, yada yada, you know, comment, everything, I don't care. But yeah, just thank you.